Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine Pearson, and this is Allie's Resort and Spa. And this is my movie for ENT 670. So, I'm going to talk about Allie's Resort and Spa, what Allie's Resort and Spa is, our strengths, weaknesses, and potential threats, and some pricing. So, this is Allie, and this is a potential flyer that I would send out to various veterinarian offices, use on Facebook, social media as well. And that actually is my Allie that the business is named after. So, we offer boarding, grooming, and daycare 24/7 camera access to your baby so that you can check in on them anytime. So we'll have you'll have access through your phone to be able to see them at any point in time. So Allie's Resort and Spa is a top-notch facility that will offer compassionate care to everyone and every pet that comes through our door. We offer full-service grooming, doggy daycare, and overnight boarding. So, of course, grooming will include, baths, haircuts, nail trims, the normal things that dogs need. And we will take cats on as well. Not only do you have to have a dog such as Allie or my Lily and Mercy, who are golden doodles that have to have haircuts every 6 to 8 weeks. We'll take in dogs such as my Oreo, who's a lab spaniel mix, just for a regular bath. If you're going to be out of town, we do offer boarding and 24/7 camera access, so you can look at your baby at any time. The suites include comfortable beds, TVs, and of course the video camera. And when you come pick up your loved one, you can buy them hopefully some homemade treats that will be made specialty for them. Hopefully one day we will expand and have a boutique that will include pet food, toys, clothes, and much more. So what to expect when the clients come to Allie's Resort and Spa? Not only will they be greeted with a home feel, they will have options from which to choose: grooming, boarding, daycare. Everything will be offered. So grooming, we're going to not only offer just a normal come in and get your hair cut. We're also eventually going to offer hair dye. We definitely are going to offer nail polish, bows, bandanas, paw treatments, and things such as that. But we're hoping one day to add in like hair dye and fun haircuts as well. The prices are extremely competitive, starting around $45 for bath or groom. Boarding rooms will come standard with orthopedic beds, off the floor, food and water bowls, and radios, and or TVs as well. There will be separate cat areas away from the dogs. That way the barking, whenever they do bark, will not stress the cats out, because cats can get so easily stressed out. We will have fun climbing things for the cats to climb on throughout the day. Again, they will also have the option of 24/7 camera access as well. Daycare for dogs is a great option for busy parents, especially with COVID. So many people were working from home. They not only adopted pets, but even the pets that they already had got so used to them being home that now, after speaking with with people from around the area that do have daycare and grooming and boarding, in my research, they have become overwhelmed, so busy that they're having to turn people away from daycare since the pandemic. They're having to have people that normally have been coming to sign up early. So there's definitely a need. There's definitely a need for Allie's Resort and Spa, because they are having to turn people away. And that's definitely not something you want to do. Eventually, I'd also like to add in a pool that will be for pool parties, and also therapy, which we'll get into in just a minute, for dogs. And that is definitely not something that is offered anywhere in this town or within. I think the closest one that I know of that does therapy is about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away. And another place that I know of that does have a pool is about an hour and 15 minutes away. So it's definitely a need here. These are just, this is going to be an everyday life in the life of Allie's Resort and Spa. Cute grooms, boarding with your, if you have multiple pets, and then of course the fun grooms that I was saying just a few minutes ago. Love to be able to add the dyes in. And then the bottom right, that's just regular daycare, just a fun time. So that's going to be the life of Allie's Resort and Spa right there. And also, these are just pictures showing, hey, we're going to take care of your baby. You also have that access to them 24/7 with the app on your phone, so you can go to the beach with your on vacation. You can go with your family skiing, and just enjoy and not stress out. Or if it's just work, leaving them for doggy daycare, you can just relax at work knowing that they are safe. So the therapy pool, which is what I was just talking about just a couple minutes ago, is something that is not offered around here. That is something I would like to add in 1 to 2 years post opening Allie's Resort and Spa. And this will allow dogs that have muscle atrophy, arthritis, ACL tears, so many things that happen that people just don't even know about. This hands down is the best therapy that they can have. Sometimes you can even fix ACL tears without surgery, and medication and even therapy such as this that is not hard on them can heal itself with this type of therapy. But it's definitely a therapy that is great even after surgery. So competition in 2020, right in the midst of a pandemic, the United States, we spent over almost 104 billion. It was actually 103.6 billion dollars on pets. The overall competition rivalry between grooming boarding facilities is relatively low in this area. As I said, people are turning away doggy daycare. I know for myself, I have had to book out for a year in advance for my grooming because they're so overwhelmed. So it is definitely a necessity. As I said, my prices are going to be very competitive. Our goal is to open mid 2023. So these prices may vary by that time, but this is what they would be if we were open right now. They're extremely competitive and is just about basically what I pay where I go right now. So there are many boarding and grooming options. I say in this area within in the surrounding counties as well. Definitely boarding. There are options. But they're, like I said, they're turning people away. So there is definitely a need. It'll cause us to stay on our A game, offer new and exciting items for groomers, boarders, and daycare customers. 86 million people own pets in the United States, and over 4 million people in North Carolina alone own a dog, and 3 million own a cat. So, people are I'm not far from the beach, Eastern North Carolina in Goldsboro. People head to the beach and they can easily go to the beach and drop their babies off with us, and they're just an hour away. So this business is 24/7, 365 days a year, which can cause some people just to stay away, and not wanting to open a business like this because it never stops. You never shut down, and the cost of startup and liability is high. So, strength and weaknesses. So, strengths, I was in the vet field for almost 9 years. So, I've got a lot of knowledge about the equipment that's needed, the runs that are needed, I actually helped someone open up a dog boutique. So, I have experience with that. We will be a unique facility. It is hands down my passion. And it's a booming industry. $104 billion in the midst of a pandemic was spent on pets alone. And that, of course, is their vet care as well. But that is an amazing, to me, that's huge. Weaknesses, of course, we're going to be new, and people, like I said, are very peculiar about where they take their dogs and their cats for grooming, boarding, and all of that, which again is why I would be perfect at this, because I understand that anxiety, fear, and just finding employees. Is so hard to find employees right now. So finding employees and then sustaining your employees as well, keeping them there. So there are opportunities, so many opportunities out there to partner with local vets and get them on board with you, and also having them ready just in case you have an emergency, if a dog does get sick or whatever. UTIs, you never know what's going to happen with, stress of leaving an animal somewhere. Even it could be the best facility, there's still stress when they're away from their owners. The demand is high. The daycare and boutique and water therapy, eventually with the boutique and water therapy, that is an awesome opportunity that I look forward to, especially the water therapy. So threats, a startup cost, location, competitors, sickness/COVID. I think COVID opened up everyone's eyes, and everything can shut down in the blink of an eye, because where I do take my dogs now, they did have to shut down for a while. You just have to prepare for that. Startup cost. I've already been saving, so really that's not a huge issue for me, and I'm very fortunate in that aspect. So that is all about Allie's Resort and Spa. Those are what we're going to offer, the prices we're going to offer, some of our strengths and weaknesses, but definitely our opportunities. And even our threats and everything, you've got to turn into opportunities. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for your time.